concerning Nigeria. Famine is coming. Famine. You know, I'm not teaching. I'm just telling you what I heard. There's something called famine. It's coming.
Hello, beloved. Welcome back to Pat Rhema Channel. I brought you an interesting video from Apostle Arome Osayi, and this is what the man of God has for the nation of Nigeria. So, guys, he says that there will be famine in Nigeria. As you all know, a lot of prophecies have been given concerning the year 2024 and what is going to happen, especially in the month of April. So, as you all know, we are in January. January is almost coming to an end, and a lot is happening. And he's still warning us to pray against the month of April so that what the devil has planned do not come to pass. So, guys, I'm going to let you watch the video so that you hear what the man of God has to say. Here's the video, guys.
Concerning Nigeria, famine is coming. Famine. You know, I'm not teaching. I'm just telling you what I heard. There's something called famine. It's coming. Now, there are 3 strategies that God gave that will help us escape this famine. He said, be strategic and prudent with resources. Trust God to venture into side businesses. Make sure you have a farm. I know you did. You were supposed to say amen at that point. Please help me preach that one to your neighbor. Make sure you have a farm. Number 3, I send an alarm to all the intercessors in Nigeria. Listen to me. Satan wants to bring a siege upon Nigeria in the month of April. Listen again. Satan wants to bring a siege upon Nigeria in the month of April. So from the month of January, we'll begin to attack that siege. Month of February, we'll begin to attack that siege. Month of March, we'll begin to attack the siege. Because what I saw about that siege is that the siege can be deflected. We can deflect it. It is not something that cannot change. But if we do nothing about it, the siege will come. And when the siege comes, one state in Nigeria will be locked down. And if we do nothing after that, then there is a likelihood that that uprising that will lead to the lockdown of one state will affect many other states. It will further plunge our economy below the belt. If nothing is done, it will lead to an uprising that you and me don't want to see. We can set up our siege against the siege of Satan. The month of April will determine whether we are victorious or whether we have failed. It said, pray against regional crisis in Nigeria. The other ones are too sensitive. We cannot say them online. The one about Africa, I can't say it online. So for RCN,
So, guys, you all heard what the man of God has said concerning the nation of Nigeria and what is going to happen in the month of April. As you all know, a lot of prophecies have been given concerning the month of April and what is going to happen in the month of April. So, I will urge us to pray for our nation, Nigeria. As you all heard what the man of God says, that there will be crisis in Nigeria and it will lead down to the shutdown, to the lockdown of one particular state in Nigeria, which is going to affect a lot of states. And he also started by saying that there will be famine in Nigeria and we should pray against it. And also, if you have a business opportunity, you should grab it, because this year 2023, a lot of prophecies has been given concerning what is going to happen in Nigeria, and not just in Nigeria. And they have been warning us concerning economic crisis and a whole lot of things that is going to happen in the year 2024, starting from the month of April. We have been told, like, a lot of prophecies are on this channel. You can go and watch our previous videos so that you see a lot of prophecies has been given by a lot of men of God concerning the month of April and what is going to happen in Nigeria. And the man of God warned us. He says that he will advise everybody to have a farm. So you see, like, how critical it is, how delicate this matter it is, because God has been revealing things to his servants and they have been speaking on it, telling us what God has told them to tell his people. And I believe we shouldn't take it for granted at this point, because like, we've been hearing it from since even before we stepped into 2024, from, let's say, from December of last year. A lot of prophecies were dropping back and front concerning 2024, and actually they are warning us, like, especially the economic crisis and in our government sector, what is going to happen. So I feel like at this point we shouldn't take a lot of things for granted. And he's warning us, and he said in Africa there's something that is going to happen, but he can't say it on national television, so that you understand, because so that you will not be held responsible. Because I believe he gave a prophecy, I think early January or late December, concerning what is happening to TB Joshua. He said something that there will be something starting from this month of January. As you all know, BBC start releasing documentary concerning TB Joshua, this and that, and all those things. As you all know, Apostle Arome Osayi is not a supporter of Prophet TB Joshua. He doesn't like him. He doesn't like, he called him names and all that, but he gave a word concerning that aspect, and truly it came to pass. So this time around, that he's giving prophecy concerning what is going to happen in Nigeria, and especially in Africa and all that. And that Africa part, he didn't actually go into details, because he said he doesn't want to say it on national television. And also this thing that they are saying, that God has revealed to them concerning the month of April. And he said the battle should start from now. Not that the battle will start in the month of April, but April will determine whether we wage enough war against what is coming in the month of April or not. So I believe that we all Christians should rise up at this point to pray, because the only thing that we have that the only thing that we can do right now is to wage war against what is coming, against the crisis. And actually, he also speak about our currency losing value and all that. Currently is happening right now, because naira is just like, you can't, I just don't want to talk about it. I don't want to use some words that I want to use right now on our currency and all that, because it has lost its value, because there is nothing like naira doesn't hold that much value when it comes to other currencies and all that. Especially, let's say, even within Africa, naira is just as low as, I just don't know. But they have been talking about our economic sector, they have been talking about farming, they have been talking about problem busting out in different states. And he also made mention of tribal war, like, oh, I'm Igbo, I don't want to support Yoruba, I'm Hausa, I don't want to support Igbo, and all those things. Like, you all know, even within our communities, our families, our states, and all those things, there are problems. Oh, I don't want to support this clan. This clan is like, or even families. So now tribal this thing, he said we should pray against it. And he also speak. that the tribal wars and all that, and also especially the lockdown of one state that will lead to a lot of crisis problem for other states. He also speaks about it greatly. And I don't know, I feel like at this point as Christians, what we can do is to go down on our knees to pray for our nation, not just our nation, but Africa, the world at large also, because what is coming is just hitting everybody back and front. Let's forget about what is happening in Nigeria. Like when you see the world, a lot of things are happening, and prophecies has been given concerning this year 2024. Is it going to be worse? Because there are some men of God that says that this year 2024 is going to even be worse than what happened in 2020. So you all know by this time we were hearing about COVID in other Western worlds, like in Western world, like countries like China, US, UK, and all that. We were hearing it afar. Before you know, it was on our doorstep. We went fully locked down. I think that was March, entering April to May before. Like all those things, it wasn't easy that period. It wasn't easy. So I wouldn't want us to face the same thing. And since God has been revealing it, I feel like we should take it serious. We shouldn't sit down and fold our hands and watch that. Oh, let it come and pass. Now after us, we have been surviving. If you are in Nigeria from like 2015 down to now, we have been surviving. There is nothing that comes that we can't chase it. There's nothing that comes that we can't go through it. Yes, we can go through a lot, but it is not easy. And I feel like, yes, you going on your knee or you praying that God, please let it not come to pass. The works of the enemy must be stopped. And the only way we can stop that is to wage war into their kingdom. And by waging war, we need to go down on our knees and pray. Not just by praying, pray with faith that the will of God will surely come to pass. So, guys, I'm not going to talk much at this point. I just want to know your opinion. Let me know your opinion, your thoughts at the comment section after listening to what the man of God has to say. And please don't forget to subscribe to Pat Rhema Channel. Turn on the post notification to get notified whenever we drop a new video. So I will see you guys in my next one. You're blessed.